How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Osmosis Gaming channel. Osmosis Gaming here with a brand new Destiny video and a recap of the Destiny live stream that was on the Bungie Twitch earlier on today. Now, this live stream was a reveal of the new expansion pack that's coming out September 20th, which is later on this fall, called Rise of Iron. Now, there was a lot of speculation going around, rumors and stuff like that. So in this stream they didn't show much, but they showed a lot. They answered some questions, told what the DLC will be about, how much it'll cost, what will be in it, what new adventures would await us. So let's start the recap. So first off, they announced it'll be a brand new campaign. So that'll be a story. Lord Saladin will be the key character in the story. He'll guide us, the Guardians, through the story of the Iron Lords. We'll go back and see what happened with them, why were they defeated. There's a new evil villain called Savin, I believe it's called. I might be mispronouncing it, but I'm not sure. But they she's the leader of the Fallen. Now, we faced the Fallen before, but now they're deadlier than ever, according to them, and they look very deadly with those screenshots that they showed. Now, there will be, that's saying there's a new campaign, there's a new cinematic story, there's also new quest lines. One of them will be an exotic quest line for the Gjallarhorn, so that'll be a year 2 version, I'm assuming, of the new Gjallarhorn. Now, since everybody's been asking for it, since they never gave us Destiny players a year 2 version of the Gjallarhorn. They updated a lot of like year 1 exotics to be used, like capable to be used in year 2, with the exception of the Gjallarhorn. So now we will have the opportunity to get the Gjallarhorn in the year 2 version. Now, they did mention before the live stream today that there will be an Iron Gjallarhorn. Now, that Gjallarhorn is all black, looks very, very nice. Now, they also announced during the live stream that every single person playing Destiny will have the Gjallarhorn. Now, that's also hinting at the exotic quest, which I'm pretty sure is confirmed in the live stream. Not pretty sure, it was confirmed in the live stream. They outright didn't say it was an exotic quest, but the Gjallarhorn being an exotic heavy weapon, we can all assume is an exotic quest for us. So what we do with that exotic quest is, us as the Guardians need to initiate the quest, and we will reforge a brand new Gjallarhorn from scratch. So it's not like you just upgrade, you get it from Zerd. Deej say he will not sell it through Zerd. You will have to do the quest line in order to get this Gjallarhorn. Now, for the people who want to pre-order the game, which you can pre-order right now, you will get the Iron Gjallarhorn. That is the only way you can get the Iron Gjallarhorn. It will not be sold through other like microtransactions or anything like that, through Zerd, nothing like that. So if you want to get the Iron Gjallarhorn, you have to pre-order the expansion pack. Now, the expansion pack will be priced at $30, which is, I think, $10 cheaper than the Taken King when the Taken King dropped. About $42 when it dropped. I guess that's including tax or anything like that, but it will be cheaper. Now, there's also new places for us to explore. Now, they have a brand new social area. I think the Plaguelands is the new social area. We also have Fellwinter Peak. I'm pretty sure a lot of you veteran Destiny players know who Fellwinter is. There is a shotgun named after Fellwinter. So the Fellwinter area is a snowy mountain that's kind of overlooking the wall outside Old Russia, which is the last city and whatever. Now, us as the Destiny players will have to regain Fellwinter Peak back from the Fallen. So Lord Saladin will guide us through that process. Now, it would be cool to go back and play as Lord Saladin, but you can't really play as any other character but your own character in this game. So maybe later on next year in Destiny 2 or something, that's a feature that could be added, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, this story, like this campaign, will take part mostly on Earth within the Cosmodrome, in the wall, which is where we started Destiny when we first played Destiny. So a lot of that will take place there. As you can see in the stream, they mention a lot. They show a lot around the area. They show what it looks like. Snowy mountaintop, snowy area. You can also see Lord Saladin with a hunter cloak. One of the developers in the stream said it was a hunter cloak. As we know, Titans can't wear hunter cloaks. Everything is like class specific. So hunters wear cloaks, Titans wear marks, warlocks wear bonds. So maybe that's probably hinting at, you know, you being able as a guardian, whether you're warlock, titan, hunter, to be able to wear a mark, a cloak, or a bond from the other set of classes, which would be pretty awesome. Now we also have new cooperative modes. There is a new raid, so that's for sure. There was no raid in the Dark Below. There was a raid in the Dark Below. What am I talking about? Crota's End was the raid for the Dark Below. There was no raid for the House of Wolves. There was no DLC. There was no raid in that DLC. But they're adding one Fallen themed raid to this expansion when it drops in the fall. Now they added new strikes, and they're also updating some of the previous strikes that we have in the game already, similar to what they did with the April update and the Taken King. There's also new patrols and new public events. Like I mentioned before, the Plaguelands and Fellwinter Peak will all be outside of the wall, will be where us Guardians patrol and do public events and all that stuff. We'll be spending a lot of time there when the game comes out. There's also new crucible modes, new maps, new features. They really didn't get into detail, but I'm pretty, with E3 coming around like next week, I'm pretty sure they'll announce some stuff. They said they would announce some stuff at E3, but they didn't specify as to what exactly. So like I mentioned before, Lord Saladin is the central figure of the Rise of Iron story, simply because he's the last Iron Lord. He's the one that survived the attack from the past. Now they did mention having to go back to when the Iron Lords were around, but I'm not sure if that's involving time travel. I know there were rumors going around involving time travel and all that stuff, but I don't think that's what they really meant. Maybe some of the quests will go back, maybe through cutscenes, through the cinematics and all that stuff. That's probably how they touch base with all that, but we'll have to wait and see when the game comes out. So now they also mentioned the light level increase. Now they didn't specify how high the light level will be this time around, but they did say it will be a significant amount of light that we'll be able to reach. So I know a lot of light hunters out there, people who really want to get their light level up, will be excited for that. Me, it doesn't really matter. I want to get my light level up, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. It doesn't really matter to me. So what they also showed, I know a lot of people, you see in the poster that was teased, you see Lord Saladin holding the double-headed battle axe, and is engulfed in flames. Like, a lot of people thought it was a hammer, maybe something, a new weapon or something like that, but it's not something us Guardians can acquire and use. It's kind of like the Scorch Cannon. When the Scorch Captain, we defeat the Scorch Captain, you can pick up the Scorch Cannon. It's something like that. So you can pick that up, like in mission, you'll be able to pick it up, whoop ass across whatever mission you're on. Once it'll be timed, just like the Scorch Cannon. So like kind of when you run out of ammo in the Scorch Cannon, that's it, you can't use it anymore. So it'll be kind of like that. It looks pretty badass, honestly. Plus they show some of the new gear and all that good stuff, and they called it a relic though. So we do collect relics now. I know every warlock, hunters, and titans all have their own relics, so I'm not sure. It might be a piece of it that maybe titans can pick up during the game, like they can receive through a drop or whatever. But honestly, I'm not too sure. But there's a lot of new exciting things coming out for Destiny within the coming months. They will spend most of the summer dropping little clues and hit more info and details. So my time is running out here, guys. That was a recap of the Destiny's live stream today. My name is OzzmoesisGaming. I'll see you guys on the next video.